In any car wreck case, the first thing that we hope to do is meet our client. Obviously, we'll speak with our client usually first on the phone, sometimes even over email or in written communication for the first time. But if at all possible, we like to meet the person that we're going to be working with on a car accident case. Most car accident cases start with the police report. If everything goes well, there's a whole lot of information on the police report that's really important for the case. Sometimes the officer has taken pictures of both vehicles. If that hasn't happened, we've got to find pictures some other way, either from our client or from a witness, or if those things aren't possible, we'll go to the wrecker yard, find the car, and take pictures of it ourselves. The next steps of our investigation often involve trying to find video. Video relating to a collision can come in a couple forms. First, surveillance video is one possibility. Most surveillance video gets recorded over in a matter of days or weeks. So as soon as we learn about the collision and that the video exists, we'll send a preservation of evidence letter to the owner of the business or whoever it is that has the video. Other kinds of video come from police officers. Some officers have dash cameras. Other times, officers will have what they call body cameras. Importantly, that can also include the things that the officer heard. If the officer interviewed the at-fault driver, then we'll have that captured on tape before the at-fault driver can change his or her story. While we're investigating a car accident case, our client ought to be getting medical treatment for whatever injuries occurred to him or her during the car accident. Often, physical therapists are involved. Doctors will hope that physical therapy alone will cure the problem. If physical therapy doesn't work, then doctors will often move on to the next thing, which might be injections or medial branch blocks or something like that, something short of invasive surgery that they hope will cure the problem. If that doesn't work, then doctors often recommend surgery. And that, of course, is a very serious case. A lot of car accident cases involve treatment from a neurologist. A neurologist can address a few things that might go wrong in a car wreck case. First, they can address the brain. They can also talk about the nervous system, particularly the nerves that go up and down a person's spine. At some point near the end of our client's medical treatment, we'll request medical records that we can then present to a jury if the case has to go to a trial. If an insurance company won't take our client seriously before we file a case, we do not hesitate at all to go down to the courthouse and file the case. When you file a case, you file a few documents at the same time. One is the complaint. That's the official document you file with the court to explain what happened, why it happened, how it happened, and what the results were. Both parties, after a lawsuit is filed, exchange written discovery. That is to say, answer written questions from one another and produce evidence to one another. That discovery process lasts for a minimum of 6 months, but in some busier courts, like in the metropolitan Atlanta area, it typically lasts longer. After that's gone on for a little bit, typically the parties will take depositions. That means that people will be invited, witnesses will come to a conference room someplace to sit down in front of a court reporter with all the lawyers present and give testimony under oath. After the discovery period is over, it's time to start preparing the case for trial. But it means getting exhibits together, making sure all the witnesses are able to come to trial and know when the trial is, and making sure that all the members of your team know what their roles are going to be when the case is tried in front of the jury. Every court handles their trial calendar a little bit different, but a trial calendar basically refers to the process of figuring out exactly when a given case is going to go to trial. Car accident cases can settle at any time. Sometimes car accident cases settle within weeks or months before the case is even filed with the court. Sometimes they never settle at all, and you go all the way through trial and appeal before you have a final resolution of the case. The settlement of a car accident case is conceptually a pretty straightforward process. The insurance company pays a certain amount of money to the injured person, and in exchange, the injured person does typically two things. One, signs a document called a release, in which the injured person says, okay, I promise not to sue you anymore because you paid me the settlement. And the injured person will typically dismiss the case if it's already filed and pending with the court. Even if your goal is to settle the case before you ever set foot in a courtroom, you need a lawyer who can try and can win cases and has a reputation for trying and winning cases. You only get one chance at a car accident case. One chance to bring a claim, one chance to get a verdict, one chance to settle a case. So do it right.